5,
Level up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
She does it like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My God. I thought you were Janet Jackson just then. Welcome to Fire Away, Seriously Funny Conversations, the podcast where we catch up on things that make us laugh, things that make us human.
Right, Mariah Carey.
We are Matt Bays and Leslie Ray Robbins. And today we are going to talk about
Janet Jackson,
Britney Spears,
Justin Bieber, baby, baby, baby,
Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River,
and Elvis.
We ain't going to talk much about pelvis. I bet that back in the 50s, they called him pelvis because what he did with his pelvis. Then we are going to talk about the dating apps, and we are going to do it very seriously about nasty, naughty pictures.
Seen one, you seen them all.
Oh, there's a little foreskin shadowing.
Okay.
How Leslie met Tom and how I met Chris. All Janet Jackson had to do in music videos when she was younger was smile. That was it.
She's cute as a button.
She is. Remember when she was Charlene on Different Strokes?
No, I don't, because I was born in 1980.
Oh, it was out then. You should have known.
She wasn't a young child in 1980.
You was suckling at your mother's breast when that was playing.
God.
I forget who it was. She used to say in front of her kids when they were 15, she'd be like, "Oh, Tommy loved the breast."
Tommy just loved that, I'm sure.
I wish I could remember who that was. And I just remember thinking it was so funny. He'd be like, "Mom." Anyway, but yes, Charlene, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. She was Willis's, what's she talking about, Willis?
Dynamite. No.
His girlfriend. Dynamite. That's good times.
Wasn't she on that too? The little sister with the ponytail and the bun?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is when she had her dark and lovely straightened hair.
Oh.
If you look her up on Different Strokes.
What was the song she sang in the music video? She got up on the chair and then she put her foot and fell over.
It was on the Rhythm Nation.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's on the Rhythm Nation CD because I remember that dance, the chair dance.
Yeah, I thought that was the most awesome move I've ever seen.
People got out of the gang dancing for a while.
Yeah, they were too cool for it.
Yeah. I saw Paula Abdul in some sort of dance thing not too long ago, and she should not have been dancing. Likewise, I saw Britney Spears where they were like, "Britney's coming back," and she was dancing on stage, and it looked like a mother was dancing. These kids are great when they're young.
She does some kind of genie move. She does her hands up like this. I'm right. You know I'm right.
I know where I've got my next teaser is coming from. It was her. She didn't look like she knew what she was doing anymore. But Paula Abdul, she used to choreograph Janet Jackson's videos. Mm-hmm. She was like,
we have some good dance moves here. We're really good dancers from the
I'm going to go on record as saying this about Michael Jackson. Everybody's like, he's a musical genius. He's a musical genius. But I don't think everybody totally believes it. He was a very talented man, the end. And everyone went crazy over him. Same happened with Elvis. Yeah. Elvis was a talented man who wasn't afraid to try shit, but I don't think he was that talented. And I'm not saying Michael Jackson wasn't talented. He was, but he did the same dance moves over and over and over forever. When does anybody ever stand up and just say, I mean, he's talented, but he could sing great. He was cool with all his vibey stuff, but I don't think it's the artist of the century. Well,
right. To me, musician wise, you're talented if you can write, play, sing, all of that. That's really super talented. Michael Jackson was talented in that he could carry a tune and he did really cool things. I can't walk to the mailbox and talk at the same time without getting winded. So good on him for being able to dance and sing at the same time. That's talent. But I don't think that a musical genius, I don't know about that.
To me, it's like, have you written songs that stand the test of time? But with Michael Jackson, it's like he would claim that he's a songwriter, and I think he is, but there was a lot of collaborative writing. And with those artists, what I think a lot of people don't know behind the scenes, look at the liner notes. You think Taylor Swift has written all those songs, and she hasn't. She's co-written them with major player songwriters. So is she talented? Yes, but she hasn't written all those songs. A lot of people have written those together. But I mean, when people think of Taylor Swift, they think of songwriter. Yeah. She's a songwriter, and she is, but she also has collaborated with, you'll see 5 names on one song. Mm-hmm. You're talking Bruce Springsteen, there's a songwriter. Mm-hmm. And Taylor Swift is a songwriter. I'm just saying it's not like she's written all those songs. And I have my friend Jason Coons would back me up on all this. He's a songwriter. Let's get him on the program.
Jason, you're next.
This is not the thing we should be saying too close to the haters episode.
We're going to make some people mad on this one. It's controversial. We've talked about Jesus. We've talked about this.
You bad mouthing Michael Jackson and Taylor Swift now. Hold on there.
Back up. Oh my God.
But plenty of people can do the damn moonwalk.
Yeah.
I just think it's one of those things where everybody goes crazy. It just catches on.
Yeah. I will fight you if you say anything about Justin Timberlake, though, because I think he is all that in a bag of dang chips.
Justin Timberlake.
I will fight you down.
Justin Timberlake is a very talented guy.
Yes.
He is very, very talented. He's 100. A great singer, whether you like his voice or not. He is a great singer. And he's just multi-talented. He's funny. He can act.
Yep. All of it.
Yeah, there are those people. And you know who's another one that a hill I'd die on? The Biebs.
Justin Bieber?
Boy is talented.
Yeah.
And likable.
Yeah, he's having some kind of problem right now. He's got like a paralyzed face.
I saw that on TikTok. I wondered if it was Bell's palsy. But I watched his newest movie, and he is so patient. He is so encouraging and down to earth. I sort of kept inventory of all of the people who have worked for him for 10 plus years. And I'm sure that's not an accident, that he makes them feel good. When he walks in the room, he says hello to everyone and asks some questions about themselves. I was super impressed with how normal that kid is.
Go figure.
I know. And kid is talented, man.
I love that you are a believer.
Well, I liked him when his first movie came out, when my girls were like 15, and everybody was Justin Bieber crazy when he was still doing Baby Baby. But he's evolved, Yeah. And he talks every once in a while about like how he had a couple years where he got full of himself.
We all have those years. What can I say?
Oh, God, I've been full of myself since 2016.
Okay, my thing with Britney Spears is not really about her issues. All I want for Britney Spears is for her to take a good bath and wash her face. That eyeliner is down here. I just want to do a good, eye makeup remover on her eyes. It drives me insane. There's a fly and it's going to kill me. I'm sorry for everyone watching. I'm going to be like, my ADHD is just going to be watching it.
It's Pedro Sanchez from my book. Pedro came to see you.
Yes.
Remember him?
Plug your book right now. Leather and Lace by Matt Bays.
Leather and Lace. Amazon. It's a summer romp through the West. Read about heartbreak and dating apps and dick pics and all that nonsense. Man, I'm glad that's over. I've been talking to a guy who's in the middle of all that right now. Gay guy. Mm-hmm. And he's like, what is up with all that? And I'm like, I know. It's just a hot mess. Those gay apps now, I'm telling you.
The hetero apps
as well. In the hetero apps, were they sending nudes all the time and stuff?
Yes.
You're kidding.
I am not kidding.
Like you'd be talking to somebody and then just get a picture of somebody's wee-wee.
Yes.
Yeah. What is up with that?
Yeah. They'd even put them in their like profile pictures. Like they're, when you're looking at the 5 pictures that you're allowed to upload of yourself. There's
an app called Scruff. And listen, if somebody sends you their album, do not open it. I'm telling you right now, because nothing good is going to happen in there. And I didn't know. I was like, oh, his album, probably pictures of his dog. Hold the panties.
There's this new podcast out by this guy. He has a talk show called Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link. It's mostly targeted toward like teenagers. Anyway, Link and his dad, who are identical twins, have started a podcast, and it's called Messages from Myrtle Beach. And his dad loves to shag, which is dance in South Carolina terms.
Okay.
But he's like, Dad, you know that shag means something else.
Yeah.
You know, and I know, and he talks so country like this. And they talk for a little bit about it. And his son, Link, says, do you know what a dick pic is, Dad? No, I don't believe I ever heard of that. Anyway, they talk about it. And he goes, well, my thought is if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
This is, thank you. I've said that so many times. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same damn thing. And
Yeah.
I just did not care to see all that.
Right.
Like, that just got you a block for me.
You're a pervert.
This
what
is
I think.
This is a good boy right here.
Yes.
I was not interested in that.
Matt, you're the type that like wants to like know your favorite color, your favorite Christmas present. That's the things you're looking for
And
in
listen,
a dating app.
I'm not opposed to some other things now, but
No, you are a relational person.
yes, very much. And in the structure of a relationship that is committed and monogamous, that is a whole different story.
Correct.
But just that kind of overt sexual pressuring where people take on almost like an alter ego, like here's who I am online. And then you show up to meet them for coffee and they're just a normal person. And it's like, I kind of want to just smack them in the face and say, knock that off.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
I'm going to meet you and I'm going to scold you for these pictures you've sent me.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people out there in the world. That's for sure. I want to see pictures of, let me see that you have a savings account. Let me see your last counseling appointment that you went to.
Exactly.
You know, that's what I'm looking
Yes.
for. Let's make our own dating app.
Yes. The books that you've read, the shows that you've binged, your
Right.
favorite snacks,
Yes.
your favorite candle,
Matt, I think this is our thing. I think that's what we need to do. What would we call our app?
a name for our dating app.
Yeah, like I met Tom on OkCupid and I loved OkCupid because it had you fill out this questionnaire and it was like mountains or the ocean. It gave you like good questions to like figure out the person's interests.
Mountains and ocean wasn't a metaphor for anything.
I hope not. Anyway. But I liked
Sounds
it
like
because
mountains, mountains, definitely.
Okay, that's enough.
Well, we met on Tinder, and he was one of the few people that didn't like on Tinder. It would just be like, well, in Scruff, it was the same thing. I didn't get on Grindr. There's another gay one called Grindr, but it is just, it's for the children and whatever. They're all the same, but you get, hey, handsome, hey, sexy,
Yeah.
you know, and then you can kind of tell that somebody's entertaining 14 conversations at one time because they never get back to you.
Yes.
Or whatever. You're like, I'm just looking for a conversation somebody can talk, you know?
Right.
And with Chris, he had like mentioned kids. He just looked like, I thought he looked like a game show host.
He
in his
looked too
picture.
perfect.
He looked great, you know, and at the time I was just not interested in anybody. So I was like, my friend actually swiped on him for me,
Oh,
showed me the picture and I said, no. And he was like, look at him. He is a good looking man. He is your age. And he just like swiped it and it was like,
Yeah.
it's a match. So, but he was able to just engage in conversation. And then he actually wanted to get together for coffee or he wanted to have conversations on the
Right.
phone. And I was like, maybe I'm old school that way where I'm not interested in talking to you on an app once every 5 days and never meeting in person.
Yeah.
Like, let's figure out if this is something or if it's not
Mhm.
and move the F on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get it going. Come
I'll
out.
tell you, I know like some of you guys have been married for 20, 30 years and you haven't experienced the dating app. And I'm here to tell you, it is one of the most entertaining things I've ever experienced. Just for the people watching, seeing what people are putting on there. I thoroughly enjoyed. Like sometimes I would just scroll just to like see what people were doing.
And you have to have, it is essential if you are single and you are doing the dating apps that you have a ride or die with you. You've got to have a wingman because they're depressing. You need somebody that will bring some levity to the game because in some ways it feels like Look, I'm just looking for a date. I'm looking for somebody to share my life with. And I am just not going to settle for that person with a dream catcher hanging behind them in every picture. My friend, I'm a ride or die for somebody right now.
Oh, God.
And she is a gay woman, class act. And she sent me a picture of a girl, and she was on a horse. It was like the horse was riding. She's got a spear in her hand and is like this, like she's getting ready to throw it and kill somebody. And that was her profile picture. Oh, like, this is what I'm selling you.
I'm telling you what, Matt, I feel passionate about this. I have match made 3 couples who are married. I am good at this. I want to start a business where I help people pick their pictures for their profiles.
Oh, totally.
Right. Like, do a picture without makeup on.
Do a picture without makeup?
Yeah.
The girls would do that?
I went out with a guy once. It was like early on when I started like dating apps.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're bigger than I thought you were going to be.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, okay. But it gave me.
You said, oh, okay.
I said, well, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was misleading you, but.
Wait, hold the phone just for a quick second. He said this to you face to face?
No, he texted it to me afterwards. I love the silence.
Oh, I've had it.
Oh, Matt's going to beat him up even years later.
That is just so like, then I thought you were. It's like, okay.
What did you think I was? Anyway.
I don't get that. It's not like you've posted a picture of yourself 20 years ago.
No, but right. I didn't post body pictures. I didn't think about that. So I realized I needed to put a body picture so that there wasn't more of that, because I don't want.
Did you go to Target and get a bikini?
I did. And just
I know you love your bikinis.
Yeah, I love bikinis. I'm all about showing a lot of skin.
I love it.
But it did give me an idea. I realized you do need to put a whole body picture in. I have friends that love to post selfies of themselves from like the chin up, and they look stunning, but they don't really look like that in real life. I'm going to look up and give you my best angle, but below the chin, there's nothing wrong with what they look like, but they're trying to disguise what they look like by how the angle that they're making the picture, which could be misleading to somebody who is superficial and only likes your body weight. I learned that lesson quickly.
I think we should tell our love stories.
Okay. Cue the music.
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose his crown.
Okay. I met Tom on OkCupid.
Oh.
I was pretty much done with all the dating apps. I had some experiences that were not so great, and I didn't really care at that point if I ever dated anybody again. Yeah. But I just happened to find OkCupid, and I really enjoyed the questions that were on it, like I said earlier. And I came across Tom, and he looked just like a very cute country guy face. And we matched, and our conversation was all about Kentucky. And like,
is he from Kentucky?
His grandmother is, and he grew up close to Kentucky, like right on the Ohio River, Kentucky line. I just thought we had so much in common, like country wise. Like we talked about how our grandparents ate cornbread and milk mixed together. Yeah. It's like a depression recipe that they ate, but I just fell for him. I just thought that was the cutest, sweetest thing that I connected with somebody about. And we talked for a long time. And what I really appreciated about Tom was he asked for my phone number. And then the next day he texted me in the morning, just, good morning. This is Tom. We talked last night, kind of reintroduced himself. And he said, if I were to ask you out on a date, what would be something you would like to do? And I thought that was sweet. And not too pushy or anything like that. So
is that when you asked him to send you pictures of his bank account?
And then we did dick pics for sure.
I said bank account, not dick pics.
No, we never did that either. And then he wasn't too much. Like he didn't.
You said we did dick pics. I didn't know you were a gay man, but okay.
I sent him a picture of somebody else's.
Yes, good.
I had several, saved up from the other people that sent them.
Some guy named Marvin. I don't know. We talked last week.
Marvin, that name. Wow. Yeah. So that's basically like how we met. And then our first date, we went to, oh my God, I've already forgotten where we went. Oh, we went to a little bar in my town and talked, great conversation. There was no like awkwardness. It was just easy. And he was really easy to get along with. And I just loved that about him. So that was it. It's not like super, I don't know if we're going to make like a love story about it, but it's cute. And it was what I needed. It's working still.
And how long before you got married?
A year and a half.
You were engaged in how long?
About 6 months. COVID happened. We were going to have like an actual wedding. I've talked about this on our show. We had the elope.
You done
wedding.
did it in a sweatshirt.
Yeah, my Colts sweatshirt. It was super romantic.
And Crocs.
Camo Crocs, no less.
I mean, nothing says I'm getting hitched like a pair of Crocs.
I know.
Sexy.
I hate them, and he knows it.
Well, I've never had a pair, but I've worn them before. They are comfortable.
They are. You can't beat it.
They were comfortable, and they're just easy to slip on and get going. But I mean, who came up with those?
Now, they make Crocs that look like those boat shoes that guys wear. I'm like, why don't you wear those? They're Crocs. They feel the same, but they're a little dressier.
Yeah, dressy Crocs.
That was on my OK Cupid.
I love a man in dressy Crocs.
That's right.
I had done a lot of app stuff, and I was really, really tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was dating a couple guys, nothing serious, just like kind of dating around. Mm-hmm. But I dated younger.
Okay.
Maybe because I missed out on so much of that part of my life that maybe that's more what appealed to me. But what didn't appeal to me was the different stage of life. I had raised kids.
Yeah.
Been in my career for over 20 years. And it's a different thing when you're dating somebody that's 35 when you're 50,
Totally.
And so Chris was one of the few people that I dated that was around my age. And when we got together, the thing that I noticed about him that did it for me was initially I was like, I'm not interested. He was going through a divorce, and I just wasn't interested in dating somebody while they were doing that. Mm-hmm. But he was about the most intentional person I've ever seen. Very, do you want to meet for coffee on your birthday? That was our first date. And I thought that was really sweet. And I was like, sure. And he lived in Cincinnati. So he drove to Indianapolis and we met for coffee. Then we started FaceTiming pretty quickly every night. And I was like, I like him more than anybody. And girl, it was like step on the gas.
Yeah.
We were engaged in less than 3 months.
Oh, wow.
And married. We were married in less than 9 months from our first date.
I love it. And you planned a wedding in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Released a book,
Released a book, planned a wedding.
Oh my God.
Moved, sold your house.
Mm-hmm.
All the
Changed
stuff.
Careers. Now I am the CEO of Fire Away. Hired this slinky little girl from down south to be my co-host. Yeah, I love it. Now I'm over here in Cincinnati doing my thing with the man of my dreams.
Oh my God. Cincinnati.
I had an aunt who called it Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Wonder why.
And like people say Missouri.
Yeah.
But I'd never heard Cincinnati. She also once said the word saliva.
Was this Orville or Cecil? Who was it?
It wasn't Zenal, Zether, Esteline, Imanel, Garnel, or Ozel.
Does he think that's enough?
I think so. Ain't nobody care about our love stories. Listen, it's closing time. Fire away. Only 3 more episodes left. We're going to 20 and we're done.
Oh,
Not
we'll
really.
See. I'm writing it all down this time. I'm ready.
We got a little pop culture.
Yeah, we did.
We got a little romance and the dating apps.
Dick pics. I even wrote it out.
They're all the same.
Seen one, seen them all.
Just a skin-covered flesh tube.
That's the name of this episode. Episode 17, skin-colored flesh tube.
Covered, skin-covered, skin-covered flesh tube. episode 18, we have to come up with a creative way to talk about a women's nethers. Or not.
Ain't nobody
I
want to
know.
talk
Well,
about that.
I know in episode 15, we said the word penis way too many times for my comfort level. And I did the editing.
I was like, you're the one that edited it. You can take it all out.
When I thought about taking it out, I was like, I don't feel like it. It's fine. Hey, it's a biological term.
Yes, it's natural. It's a body part. There's an episode of New Girl. Have you ever seen New Girl?
No. Zoe Deschanel.
Matt. Yes, Matt.
Never seen it.
It's really cute. There's an episode where she can't say penis.
Why?
Because it makes her uncomfortable. So she's always like, penis. And she'll say like penis.
It's rare that you find somebody around our age that actually just called it penis growing up. Everybody had names for them.
Yeah.
What was your family?
You're going to die.
What?
My husband's name's Tom. Remember, we called it Tommy.
Shut up. You did not. Your mother or your dad?
My mom. That's what we called. Like, that's just how we.
A Tommy or just Tommy?
It's just like that is a boy's Tommy.
Oh my God. I'm trying to think of what Chris called it now. His was actually cute. We called it a birdie. I know. Didn't even have wings.
I know. Why can't we just say it? What's the big deal?
I don't know. And then I'm trying to think of what he called. I can't remember. Tinky. Tinky. That's what they called it. They're Tinky. Is this pleasure principle?
Yeah. I never knew what she was saying in the other words.
Speaking of, guess what?
What?
The other day, I realized walking down the street in Traverse City, I hear the song playing, Africa by Toto.
Oh, no.
I left the rains down in Africa.
I blessed. That's what I thought it was. I bless the rains.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I bless the rains down in Africa. I thought it was I left the reins like horse reins. And I literally looked it up and it said, I bless the rains down in Africa. And I was like, you have got to be kidding.
All these years.
I left the rains down in Africa.
I'm surprised I knew the words and you didn't. Well, to carry us out.
Now we know what it is. Oh, well. All right. That's it for us today on Fire Away. That's too much. That's it for us today on Fire Away. We'll be back with more seriously funny conversations next week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/podcast Fireaway and on Instagram at fireaway_podcast. And watch us via video on our YouTube channel. Go find it. Fire this podcast off to a few friends like we told you last time.
It's the pleasure principle.
That's it.
Fire away.
Fire away. Ooh, you went first this time.
Oh my God.